Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Is it Wednesday this morning?
I have not a clue. Wednesday sounds right.
Welcome to the 6 a.m. Swingers Club Kettlebell training with Sensei David Hills.
And Coach Kendra McLaughlin.
Good morning, everybody. How many of you realize that you only have one life to live? Raise your hand if you realize you only have one life to live. How many of you would like to start living your life right now the best way that you can? Raise your hand nice and high. You know, I started my journey with working out, this whole journey that we're on about. And really what it's about is I came to the realization that we only live once. We only have one life to live. And there's no reason in hell that you're not living a good life, that you're not happy. You create that life.
Well, if you're not healthy, you're not going to be happy.
Correct.
No doubt about that.
Health is like a foundation that you really need to have, whether it's physical health, mindset health, soul health. It all kind of comes together. And you only have one go around. And there's a lot of people this morning. I had a friend pass away a little over a week ago. He was in his early 30s. We're not here on this earth forever. And when you really think about it and come to that realization, then you start taking the steps to be able to wake up every single day and be grateful and happy that you're here, and take those hard steps to move forward, to just do the things you've always wanted to do, right? Why not? This morning, I'm going to talk a little bit about fasting, because we're talking about food this week, or in this case, non-food. How many of you have ever fasted? If you could write in the chat. So we have fasted twice. And it's something that has always intrigued me, and you'll see lots of information about fasting and how good it is for your health. And so this is the realization that I've come to doing my research on fasting, is that we eat way too much food and we eat way too often. And Dr. Zach Bush, who, if you've never heard of him, look him up. He's has so much knowledge in this. He's actually doing a master class on Friday that I'll be taking. But basically what he says is you eat most of your food within a 6-hour window.
Intermittent.
And then you give your body a rest the rest of the 24 hours. So basically what I used to think of, and this is because this is what I was taught through society and through conditioning, is that I always had to have food coming into my body to keep me going. And I thought of it as a fuel that I needed to put in my body at all times. Well, what happens when you do that? I called myself a grazer, and I know my sister, that she mentioned yesterday that she's a grazer as well. But what happens is when you're eating and constantly putting food into your body, it doesn't give your insides, your intestines and all that stuff a chance to clear out and clean things out. It doesn't, it's your body is constantly, trying to.
Or it's constantly too full. It's constantly just getting rid of things that it could have absorbed more nutrients from.
The other thing is we get things in our intestines stuck in there.
Body works too hard.
That stays in there, and that's what causes disease, cancer, things like that, because it's literally stuck in your body. So when you fast, it gives you an opportunity to clean everything out and to give your body and your intestines a rest. We've done 2 fasts. One was a 3-day fast and one was a 7-day fast. And what I found with both of these is when you're beginning, it's really not easy, because some of it has to do with mindset and the fact that you're not getting any food. So I had to work on that. But let me know how you feel about fasting. Have you ever fasted? And then we'll talk a little bit more about it, and maybe we can do a fasting, like a 3-day fast together. But anyway, what do you have to say about that? Anything?
Yeah, there's been some really interesting studies that have gone on with regards food consumption with mice, with pigs, and with humans, where they find that the less that they eat, the longer they live. Go figure. They found that reducing the diet down to as much as 25% of recommended normal extends significantly extends the life of the animal.
Yeah, and I'm fascinated with this because I'm into longevity because I'm in the other end of my life cycle. So I'm just trying to figure out how to live longer and live a better life and live a happy life. And so this is all part of that. Part of this too is moving your body and getting exercise, which is what we're doing here with the kettlebell workouts and working our whole system. So what are we going to be working on today in terms of kettlebell training?
We're just putting it together. We're just working on solidifying and hammering down these muscle firing patterns for the Turkish get up, the snatch, the long cycle. The foundational basics of kettlebell, they're the same. The power dynamic is the same through all of the training. The more we do of these, the more solidified the neurological connection to the movement becomes. We need to do what's called myelination. We need to have the muscle firing pathways that are used for these exercises to be speeded up and solidified. Yeah, and it's just it's a process. There's a sheath that forms over the nerves that are conducting these exercises, and that process takes a little time. Athletes have very myelinated nerve pathways for their sport specific movements, and that's all we're doing. We're programming our physical body to work in the most efficient way possible. So the more we do, the better we'll do it. Simple as that.
And we are here to help you get started living your life the way you really want to, with passion and purpose, and with a good physical body. So let's get started.
Let's do it. Move our kettlebell aside. We're going to start with some warm up. This time we're going to start down on the floor. Have a seat. Okay, so sitting on our butt, elbows to our knees, we're just going to roll straight back and straight up.
Why does this floor seem so hard this morning?
This is just warming up our body, getting ready for our kettlebell workouts.
Okay, now you're going to turn your feet to one side, roll back, switch your feet, come back up. You place this hand behind you if you like. Come back, switch feet, come up on the other side. Now, you're going to have one leg tucked under and the other leg straight. Figure four position. Roll back and come back to the same spot. Place this hand on the side. Whatever knee is bent, that's the hand that goes to the side. Now, all the way up to the kneeling position. Sit back down. And when you come to the top, turn that leg so that it's aligned. When you come back down, you have to turn it back 90 degrees. Now you're going to switch feet. All right. Seated position. You're going to take one leg and you're going to bring it behind you. So both legs are bent. It's kind of like a big S. You're going to bring your hands to the front, bring your nose down towards your knee. Shift back. Send the other leg back. Switch. Switch. Make it nice and smooth. Come back to a seated position. Bring your feet wide, bring your hands wide, lift your hips up off the ground. Pick up one foot. Pick up the opposite arm. Turn face down, place your hand and foot as you're making a big square. Pick the hand and foot back up. Sit through. Back to the square palms. Facing down, belly up. Now go to belly down. Again. And back. Now pick up the opposite hand and foot. Swivel around, face down. And come back. Again, face down. And come back. Now watch this. I'm going to go face down. Pick up the other hand and foot. And face to the back. There you go. Pick up the other hand and foot. Face to the side. Pick up the other hand and foot. Back to the front. So it's very simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now the other direction. You lost? Yes. Okay, back to the front. This one takes a little practice. Pick up the right foot and the left hand. Switch. Opposite. And down. Opposite again. Down. Opposite again. And down. Good. Very nice. Very nice.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah. It's like breakdancing.
Well, you have to use your, think about it.
You do. At first you have to think about it, but it's a very good
I got lost.
rotator cuff exercise. Excellent. Actually, I'm going to have Kendra do a couple of warm-ups real quick. Maybe some bouncing and some shaking.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hop. And you want to keep your shoulders loose, your arms loose, so you can see my arms kind of floating down. And drop your shoulders down. And just hop. It's so good. The shoulders. And what this does is just loosens your neck area and your body. Gets you relaxed. And it sounds kind of funny. Why would I be relaxed and work out? You can still have your insides, your body, your nervous system relaxed and using your muscles. So basically it teaches your body to stay relaxed on the inside, but you're going to be using your muscles to do the workout. And then we're going to do just a little bit of body tapping. And you can use open hand or a fist. And this is great to just get your body going and start from the ankles all the way around, all the way up. Whatever you can't reach, don't worry about it. And you don't need to do this. And you just want to body tap. This is really, really good for your body. This you should do every morning. And then down your arm, back up on the inside, down your sides, your stomach. Just gets everything moving, your chest, then down your side. Back up on the inside of your arm. And this is the part I love, neck, back of the neck, and the traps, and it just feels so good. Just loosens everything up, gets it ready. And then you can also do the top of your head. So if you've ever body tapped, try tapping the top of your head and then go down to the back, all the way down to the base of the neck. And you can go as hard as you want or as soft as you want. Some people use, like their knuckles. I just use an open hand for this, and then the sides of your head. And what's really great is to do the front of your face. Like when you're washing your face in the morning, do taps on your face, all around your cheekbone and your eyes. Down here, I could do this all day, so you better stop me. We won't get our workout. But that really gets the blood moving. Let's see who we have here.
What we got?
We had some late check-ins this morning.
So
I have Marilyn,
Karen,
Instagram. Good morning. And then we have
Kevin.
Terry Ray. Kevin, coming from California.
Hey, Dave.
Yep. Excellent shape.
What is it? Okay.
Have you ever done kettlebell workouts? Just curious. Just type in the message below.
All right, so let's do it. Fold at the hips. Sit back. Seated shoulder. Yep, grab your heavy kettlebell. 2 hands on the belt. Seat the shoulders. Drive into the heels to pick it up. We're going to bring it around the body in an orbit 10 times in each direction. 1, 2, 3.
Keep your core tight.
6, 7, 8, 9. 10 other way. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. Bring it down. Grab it by the horns. Hoist it up in front of you. Halos. Going around. Ball is up in the front. Down in the back. 1, 2, 3, 5. Going to 10. 6, 7, 8,
9.
10 other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Bring it on down. Hold it in one hand. Whew. Put this hand up by your shoulder. Secure your feet. Tighten your core. Fold at the hip. Swing it up. Catch it with your hand. Thumb through the hand. Press. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Change hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it in. Set it down. Whew. Very nice. All right, let's move on to some swings. Hold at the hips.
You're breathing too. Don't
Indeed.
hold your breath.
Don't hold your breath. Whew. We actually need to do a series of classes on breathing. I've not worked on it now so far. There's some basics on breathing, and then there's complicated stuff on breathing. The basics on breathing are to keep your core fired at all times. It's kind of like boxing. You have to keep your core fired and breathe using your low back like a singer. Okay.
Does that mean I'm going to be able to sing?
Absolutely.
Learn how to do this?
Absolutely. Great. We guarantee it. Guaranteed to improve your singing ability.
All right.
Okay. Fold at the hips. Reach down, grab the kettlebell, 2 hands. Swings.
How are we doing?
I don't know. One-handed now. Other hand. Now alternate. Set it down.
Get your cardio going.
It does. Okay, so we're going to do some snatches overhead. But we're going to do things a little bit differently. Or not differently, but there's a piece that I want you to work on. At the bottom of the swing, the kettlebell is moving in this direction, and I must reverse the direction. It's at that point, at the bottom of the swing, where you pull against the kettlebell. You pull by tightening your core and firing your glutes, but you're going to feel it through your arm as it pulls on your arm. You're going to take the kettlebell and change its motion so that instead of making this big arc, you're going to tighten your core and keep your elbow against your body. Don't let your elbow come away. This shortens the radius of that arc from the length of your arm from shoulder to fist to the length of your arm from elbow to fist.
Let me turn around so they can actually see that arm.
So instead of this, we've got this. So I fire my hips and it starts going up. And then I follow it, the full lockout. So it's like you fire your hips to throw it, and then you catch it at the top of the swing, at the top of the snap.
But it's all one movement.
All one movement.
Can you show us how that works?
So it looks like this. So instead of this, when my elbow comes away, my elbow stays close. You catch it at the top of the arc. Here we go. Bring the kettlebell up. And 10 snatches. 1, 2, all 1, 3.
I think I might use a smaller one for this.
Yep.
Like,
Keep your elbow in tight. Change hands. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it in, set it down. Feel the difference?
Yeah, it's a little harder.
Yeah.
Um,
It takes a while to get. Once you get the form and you feel it, it'll make it easier. In the beginning, not so much.
Whenever you change something that you're used to doing, it's getting your brain and your body to come in line with it.
Precisely.
So.
Okay. So we're going to swing to the rack and lunge. Time to get back to working with our legs, even after the mountain climbing incident.
Yeah, we won't talk about that again today, but.
Okay. Legs are just beginning to function again. So you're going to swing to the rack, step with the opposite leg, land in a lunge. Push back and swing as you come back. Here we go. Lunge. Swing. 2. Swing. 3. Going to 10. 6. 8. 9. 10. Change hands. 1, 2, 6.
Woo!
Nice. Come on down to the ground. Woo. Put the kettlebell between your knees. Tilt it away from you. Thumbs through the handle. You're going to tip it back and pick it up. Handle to your chest. Knees and ankles together. Seated Russian twist. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lean back a bit. 1, 2, 7, 8, 10. Pick up your feet. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, set it down. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right, let's go. One last thing to do.
I don't have the air conditioner on. That's the problem today.
We got time to do 30 swings. Pick the kettlebell up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15 more. 10. Set it down.
Wow. Whew, that was a workout today.
Very nice.
Halfway through the week. Wow.
Very, very nice.
Thank you so much for being here today with us on this Wednesday morning. David is RKC,
Russian Kettlebell certified.
so he knows what he's talking about when it comes to kettlebells, how to use them, what it does for your body. And this is the only workout we do for the whole day. And as you can see, we don't diet, we eat healthy, but we don't diet, but we still enjoy our
We don't do
foods.
restrictive diets.
But it really keeps you in shape or gets you in shape. I mean, this is what I've been able to develop, which, whew, so proud of that. And I feel great. I wake up every morning. I feel fantastic. Now is the time for you to start living your life the way you should be living it. If you're not happy, make some changes. If you're happy, raise the roof.
Don't make her mad.
And tell everybody that you're happy. You only have one life. There's only one go around. There's no, we might not even be here tomorrow. So, well, I'm just saying, it's when you come to that realization that you are here, put on this earth for a reason. You have a message. You have something to offer people. There's no reason why you're not going for it every single day of your life. I just really firmly believe that. And anyway, sending you love, joy, peace, happiness, and some healing energies to all of those in the world who are suffering today, sending you lots of love, taking in your love. It's reciprocal. You give out love, love comes back. You give out respect, respect comes back. But you have you have to respect yourself. You have to take care of what you've been given. You have to, take care of yourself.
True. Take care of yourself, take care of your family, take care of your neighbor, take care of your community.
Yeah.
What you give, you'll get back.
Everybody has a right to their own opinions about things, and there's a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on with news, but try to put yourself in other people's shoes. Try to understand where other people are coming from, but hold fast to your own beliefs. We are all here as different people. We're not the same. And but just be kind to each other and send out love and help one another, lift each other up. Thank you so much for being here. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Thursday morning.